These two factoring problems are a little bit more difficult than the previous ones. The reason, they have this number in front. They have a coefficient in front of the x squared. See right here we have an ax squared, where before we didn't have anything in front. Now what happens is, to factor it, when you have that number in front, the first thing you do is you take those two together and you multiply them, and that's your top. So 2 times 12 is 24. So those two multiply to get the top. This guy drops to the bottom. The middle guy always is on the bottom. Now, it's a simple diamond like we've been doing before. What two numbers multiply to get 24 and add to get 11? And with practice, you notice, oh, that'd be 8 times 3. 8 times 3 is 24. 8 plus 3 is 11. Cool. So, back to the regular factoring, that would make x plus 8 first, and x plus 3 second. And usually that would be the answer. But because of this right here, because we did this 2 right here, we multiplied it in, there's a second step you have to do is you have to divide it back out. Normally if there's nothing there, you don't have to worry about this dividing out. What you do is you take that 2, you divide both these pieces by that 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So that reduces to x plus 4. 3 divided by 2 does not reduce, so what you do is you take this and prop it up front. Some people call it bottoms up. Bottoms up. So that 2 jumps in front of the x. There's your answer. Now, there is other ways of doing this. This is just the slickest way I've ever seen. It's real cool. Alright, let's do another one. Number 2. Again, we multiply the front and the back. So we multiply this times this. That looks like we get, when you bring those together, that'll give us negative 30. And hopefully you realize there's a 1 in the middle here. It says negative 1. Okay, what two numbers are going to multiply to get negative 30 and add to get negative 1? Well, you'll notice that to be negative 6 and 5. So we have x minus 6 and x plus 5. Okay, so we next, because we brought this right here, 3, we multiplied it in. We have to divide it back out. So we're going to divide both of these by 3. Again, this one reduces to x minus 2. This one doesn't reduce, so we just take it and drop it up front. So we get 3x plus 5. Now, you need to know this. If this fraction reduces, reduce it before you bring this up. Again, if this fraction reduces, always reduce before you bring it up. That's very important. Neither of these had to be reduced, but if they reduce, reduce before you bring them up. These, when you reduce, just becomes a simple fraction. I mean, it becomes a simple integer. So